Hi there and welcome to my channel. I'm Jennifer. This is A Country Life, and today I'm sharing with you guys a video that I don't really know exactly what all we're going to cook, bake, make, but I do know that today I'm starting with our Boundary Waters dessert. This is just a delicious summer dessert. Normally Peter makes this for me because he just loves making this dessert and he loves eating it as well. And I have blueberries in the refrigerator and I just thought, let's do something with blueberries, and this was just the perfect thing to make. Got my oven set to preheat to 400. It takes a little while to press this in. Don't give up. It'll eventually all fit. This is a jelly roll pan, so this is like 10 by 15. Well, that's centimeters on this side. Yeah, just about 15 by 10 is what this says. So the next recipe I'm going to make are these harvest cake muffins. I'm just going to use straight blueberries though. No cranberries today, just straight blueberries. This is not so much a muffin, I guess. I mean, it's going to be in a muffin cup, but it's actually going to be, I feel like, a little bit more cupcake-like. It's definitely more kind of moist and cakey versus kind of like crumbly or whatever, like a muffin. And the background noise here is Peter is actually making some duck jerky right now, so that's going. Joe is listening to like all of the Taylor Swift hip-hop songs. So we got a lot of noise going on here that I'm competing with, and my voice is real scratchy today. I'm not sure what's going on there. I feel absolutely fine. We've all gotten over all of that like summer crud that we had, both like the nasal and the congestion as well as the GI kind of things. That's all long gone. But anyway, just feeling like, my voice is just really kind of scratchy today. All right, we're gonna get our eggs cracked in. That was a tough old shell, boy. 2 eggs. I like to keep napkins that aren't quite all the way used up, and I just tuck them in my one cupboard here. Like, let's say we set the table at supper and there are some napkins that it looks like nobody ever even touched. I just put them up here and I use them for things like wiping my hands with eggs, shortening, that type of thing.
So you're just going to cover it with blueberries?
I'm just going to use blueberries, you bet. That's 1 3/4 cups of sugar, and that was a whole cup of oil. 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1 and 2. So for the crust of the Boundary Waters dessert, 10 to 12 minutes is a really good time if you have like a lighter colored pan. My pan is very, very old and very, very dark. And so I usually set my timer, not usually, I always set my timer for 1 minute less. I can always go a little more, but you know, once the crust is too done, it's too done. So put in the milk. We're going to do, we need 1 1/4 cups of buttermilk. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put in 1 full cup of whole milk here. And then I'm going to put a good amount of lemon juice and then fill this up just to the 1/4 cup line. I'm going to let that just rest for a second. Mix this. All right, at this point we need to do 3 1/2 cups of flour. So this is 3/4 cup. 1.5. What do we got? 2 1/4. I hope I'm doing my math right here. 3. What did I say? I need 3.5. And 3.5. There we go. We're going to do the baking powder next. I need 1 1/4 teaspoons baking powder. And then I need 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And a teaspoon of salt. Get that mixed up. I'm going to just undermix it because I still have to put in the blueberries and I don't want to end up in the end over mixing it. And when mixing like a muffin batter, you don't want to put it up on high. Just low to medium low is just fine, just enough to get the ingredients blended up. All right, now we're going to put in some blueberries. I thought I picked the stems, but I just found a stem. Maybe it's my eyes, you guys. Maybe I'm getting older and maybe it's my eyes. Okay. You can put upwards of 3 cups of fruit in here. I am only going to do, that was about 1.5 cups, maybe, because I want to save the rest of these blueberries for the top of the Boundary Waters dessert. And I'm not even going to use my mixer, my paddle here. I'm just going to fold in the fruit because I really don't want it to turn the batter all like that blue-gray color. You guys know what I mean? That's what it looks like. Very like cake battery. I'm going to be really, really, really careful with this. And just kind of turn it over. Push that out of the way. Grab the muffin pans. No liners today, just spray. I'm gonna get out my new scoop. This is the Pampered Chef one, but I know you can get these like probably just about at any kitchen store. Not probably, but I know you can. And I just use 1 scoop for each muffin cup, and it's perfect. And you don't have to get your fingers dirty by like scraping it out or use 2 spoons. I love this. I am back in the kitchen today and I am going to be making some frosting because it is Joe's birthday today. So, yeah, I just did 2 batches of birthday cake frosting for Sam's graduation party, and I just wanted something a little different this time. And he always likes to have Oreo, what he calls Oreo muffins for his birthday. And I just thought I'm going to kind of try to do I'm going to do half butter and half Crisco for the chocolate frosting this time. I've never done it like that before, but I'm just going to try it because I want to see if I can get it a little bit more super light and fluffy the way this birthday cake frosting is. I love this on brownies because it's kind of like a low sort of dense frosting. Anyway, let's go with it. I'm going to do a 1/4 cup of butter with a 1/4 cup of Crisco, and I'm going to add in all of the other ingredients as usual for frosting, which means whip up the butter, add in the vanilla, and then add in the dry ingredients and whip and whip and whip and whip until it's fluffy. Joe, come here. I'm frosting your cupcakes. Look at how pretty they look.
Look.
Look at how pretty they look.
Pretty cool.
Do you like them?
Yes, they're pretty cool.
Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. We got it. Smile for me. Are you happy? Well, good morning, everybody. I am again making another dessert. Today is Maria's birthday. Yeah, go ahead, Peter. And we just put together her favorite ice cream dessert. And so this is just... Here's what a whole layer is. A whole layer is a box of...
That was perfect.
That was perfect. Now, a box of ice cream sandwiches. Pack them all in on the bottom layer. If you have to cut them, you cut them so that they fit. Then we did a whole container of Cool Whip. And then we put a little drizzle of chocolate and butterscotch. Yep. Is that butterscotch? No, caramel.
Yeah.
And then we do another layer. And then on the top, I think you should do a little bit more chocolate, Peter. Like kind of to the edges if you can. And then what we'll do to the... Whoa, 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 whoa. There you go. Yeah. No, there. Oh, over here. The edge, the edge, the edge. Okay, that's good. Okay, now we're going to have to clean up that little mess there. And then he's going to top it with... What are you going to top it with?
Chopped up Butterfinger.
Looks good. Sprinkle them on. I'm coming, Joe. Just hold on. We'll put this in the freezer, let it freeze down all day, and then serve this up later on. Put some cake or put some candles in it, right?
Yep.
And happy birthday to Maria. Food today looks like this is Maria's birthday meal, a day late, but we're making it happen. So she had asked for chicken strips, and she asked for cantaloupe, and she asked for canned pears and Caesar salad. So that is her birthday lunch, and it's going to be delicious. So I'm back into the kitchen here, and I'm just going to put together this Boundary Waters berry dessert. It's been a couple days. I made the crust. I did the blueberry muffins. I thought that I really don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking. But we had enough like sweets, and then we had some cupcakes. And anyway, I just covered this and put it in the fridge for a couple of days. I just brought it out. Of course, I had to cut a little piece just to make sure that it still was good and, you know, didn't get all dried out or anything. And it's perfect. So if you ever want to make this dessert, now you know. You can keep this in the refrigerator for 3 days covered. I just covered it with a clean dish towel, kind of wrapped it around to the bottom side, and put it out in our one refrigerator where we don't put onions out there or anything strong. So now what I have is 1 block of cream cheese and 3/4 cup of powdered sugar. I'm going to get that mixed up, and then I'm going to put in almost all of this. Oh, I am 8 ounces. I was thinking this was 12 ounces. So the whole thing of Cool Whip. I'm going to get that mixed up, and then we'll spread that on and put the berries on top. I don't really like to beat all the fluff out of the Cool Whip, so I mix it pretty slow, and then I do a lot of folding just to be sure that that cream cheese mixture is all blended in really well. This is the perfect thing to give to a kid, but guess what? The only one in the house is Peter right now, and unfortunately he is not feeling well. It seems like this summer sickness has been just kind of working its way through everybody. And I'm actually going with strawberries now because since it's been a couple of days, we actually ate a bunch of the blueberries and then some of them just went bad. So strawberries it is. At this point, I'll chill it, and when everybody is ready for a little bit of a cold piece of dessert on this super, super hot day, then we'll cut this up and it's just yummy, yummy, yummy. I'm actually thinking right now I'm going to cut this little piece with this one little strawberry here and eat that piece right now. That's the benefit of being the cook, right? And next up is egg salad. I got so excited to chop up the eggs because I didn't have to peel them. Warren actually boiled the eggs and peeled those because he really wanted some egg salad. Only 8 eggs, so not a whole lot, but just enough to kind of add to our supper tonight and or have for lunch tomorrow. So I have a little salt and pepper in there already. I'm going to add in some mayo as well as some Miracle Whip. Mix it up, and that's it. Nothing fancy. No onions, no celery, just nothing fancy. I'm just putting a lunch together for a sick child, and they are finally at the point where they're ready to eat and asked for some chicken noodle soup. I love to keep an entire case. That's 24 cans of this. I love to keep that just in the pantry. Not because I actually like this, but Warren loves chicken noodle soup out of a can, and the kids all seem to love it too, especially when they're not feeling well. That's that. Make sure, you know, we're starting to get into that season. Run and get yourself a case of chicken noodle soup. Going to add some water to this and get this warming up. So today's cooking adventures is to make some baked chicken. I'm going to do it a little bit of a new way today. I rinsed my chicken really well. I'm patting it dry. All right, at this point, I'm going to brush each piece with butter. And I did put these skin side up. I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees, which is a little lower than I normally do chicken. I typically would do chicken at 400. This particular method ends up being in the oven for almost 2 hours. And from what I understand, a local restaurant makes their chicken like this. And it's very sought after. And I melted a half cup of butter thinking that that would be the right amount, and it's too much, which is a bummer because now, I'm gonna have to throw this butter away. And then this here is the Mrs. Dash chicken blend, and I guess this is the key. Smells good. And I'm going to really coat these well with the seasoning. Yep, and now a thumbs up. All right, thanks.